Welcome back. It's good to be back. Johnson, it's been a week.
Yeah, it has.
We're sliding down this highway at record speeds.
This looks like 20 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's a school zone.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Is honestly is if you really think about it, Leo isn't old enough to drive. How can we trust him with this giant mech?
You ever just get pulled over while you're speeding with your giant mech?
And then Salvis doesn't say anything. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really weird. So I don't know how much you remember from our recording sesh last week, but we fucked up that Raptor we used to sneak in there.
Yeah.
And we can now see invisible shit, including invisible porters.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we can now finally unlock the weird little, node thing that's been locked. I don't even know what to call these things.
Boxes, dude. Duh.
Big flash drives.
Yeah.
So now we have Gauntlet, which is a sub-weapon, which we'll show off in a little bit. Not right now, but in a bit.
Yo, shoutouts to Sandisk. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if I recall, we went to do that because we gotta go fight some invisible enemies, but first we gotta make a pit stop to City 2. So, once again, flashback for you and for the viewer who's maybe confused. We have to go to the mountain to fight the guy who gave us the virus, but before we do that, we need to unlock the decoy weapon by getting different passcodes. But to do that, we had to get a program to let us see invisible. Honestly, this game is just one big, fetch quest, if you really think about it.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, because you gotta do the shit with, the shaft and the sniper rifle and,
Yeah.
the two, discs, and now you're doing this just to fight this one boss. Yeah, the vast majority of this game is just this fetch quest. And I don't know if I've talked about this part of it yet, but they really don't always tell you where to go. You're kind of meant to just kind of go to a bunch of the different places you've already been and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But as soon as you beat one playthrough of this game, that kind of just immediately goes out the window, and this goes from, a 5-hour game to, a 3-hour game.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I've seen some people say that's probably why the level thing goes so high, because, most people end around, level 4 to 6 playing regularly, but most people seem to hit level 8 on their main playthrough just because they don't know where the fuck to go, so they end up fighting a lot more enemies.
We have obtained the Metatron ore.
Had to escape there, get some health back. What have you been up to, Johnson? How's your life going as we beat these punks?
As of right now, I'm kind of out of school since it's summer and all. So, I kind of been using this time to learn Under Night and Birth. And
This is the real education.
yeah, exactly. It's a fun
That's a
game.
fighting game
Yeah.
for those of you not in the know.
Yeah. And what else I've been doing?
We have shot down the enemy.
I haven't been watching much anime, which is concerning. Like, it's
Johnson, that's just a part of growing up.
dude, I don't know, man. I'm a bit scared.
I think I might use Mummy here for the first time. We'll have to wait and see. I remember I described it already, but for those of you who don't remember, it's a shield with healing properties. Okay, maybe I'm too good. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
actually use it here.
You don't need that.
We're boxing.
Yeah, this is an expert playthrough of some Neanders. Brought to
Hell
you,
yeah, it
brought
is.
to you by Johnson and Rawson.
Why do you get top billing?
We have shot down the enemy.
What's the...
Look, it doesn't
Look.
matter, man. It's cool.
It's all a front. Johnson's
Yeah.
actually the one playing the game.
Yeah,
huh?
you're editing my videos, okay?
Yeah. This is a big controversy.
Yeah. The Rawson Brand channel is online.
It's been this whole time.
Yeah.
That's why we sound so similar, according to people.
Yeah, that's the lore.
Man, I still don't hear it.
Me neither, but let's keep the lore going.
I guess we sound similar.
Yeah.
What I want is for, like, everyone watching this to get back to us and be like, what are you guys talking about? You sound exactly the same. And it's like, oh, okay. Guess that's how it is.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're back at Town 3, I think it is. And we can now fight these invisible enemies. You know, I kinda wish, and I have this every time I, like, get into games like this, I kinda wish they were truly invisible. Like, you know, they always do, like, the cloaking device, like, oh, you can kinda see, like, the distortion, like, silhouette of them. But, like, it'd be rad as shit if they were just invisible. Like, that's super bullshit, I know, but also...
Yeah.
It would be fun. It would be very fun.
I'd not be cool with that, but also I would think that's cool.
Remember the invisibility? Is the invisibility item from Smash Brothers still a thing?
Yeah, it is, but it kind of has a distortion effect, I believe.
Yeah, it did in Melee, I remember. Yeah. Because I remember there were some of those... Oh god, Johnson, remember the stupid event things or whatever? I don't think those were in 4.
Oh, yeah, that. The event.
Like, I know there was some that's like, fight a level 9 CPU, Falco, and Fox, then they're both invisible or whatever, and I remember as a kid being like, this is bullshit.
I don't think Smash 4 has that, unfortunately, but...
The good old days.
Kind of wish it did, actually. When are they
I think
putting
people still
Shahidi in
play Smash 3DS and Wii U online. I wonder how that community is doing.
We will cease battle position. We will hold battle position. Enemy backup force.
Still fighting.
Colony damage increasing due to battle. We have shot down the enemy.
But yeah, honestly, like at this point, not too much to worry about. When you get to like level 4, shit isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Once again, you're just gonna want to get to level 5 before we hit endgame, which is kind of coming up here. So
yeah,
a very short game.
A few more parts left.
Yeah. It's weird because, like, it's a short game, but also it feels like by the time you hit the end game, it's like, oh, there was the beginning of the game, and then 2 filler, like, fetch quests, and now we're done. Okay, yeah. Zone of the Enders.
Yeah, I did not expect this game to be so short.
Honestly, like, part of me almost, like... wishes, like, I think the length of the game is fine, it's just how it's presented is really frustrating.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they tell you, like, everything you need to do, like, 3 steps ahead, and then instead of being, like, oh, here's how we do this, this, and this, a lot of the time it's like, oh, you're on your way to do this, oh, we're gonna stop you, now you need to do this instead.
Yeah.
And it just makes it feel like you're doing busy work, or, like, shit just keeps getting in your way, and it's less satisfying than if they just started you out and it's like, oh, you need to go find a sniper rifle to take out the shaft. Oh, okay, now you need to go, like, take out these 2 radar dishes. I think that would have been a lot more, like, tolerable than just them telling you all of that at once and they're like, okay, go do it. It's like, alright.
It's cool, though. I'm in the robot. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's one of those things, too, where it's like, all of that's just bullshit framing device stuff so that you get to fight more things, so... That being said, I do wish there was a little bit more, like, enemy variety.
Yeah.
A little bit, too. Like, you got the 3 enemy types, and they mix and match, like, the squad so that they have different, like, organizations of them or whatever, but even then, would kind of have liked maybe a few more enemy types. Would've been nice.
I'd be down for more bosses. But
yeah, that's actually one thing I
like,
kind of want to gripe
we've only fought,
too.
Like, 1 boss, I think.
We fought 2, and one of them, like, flew... I mean, 2, but also that first boss really just, like, after you hit her, like, 4 times, she just was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna run away and not show up till the end of the game. So, really only 1 real boss fight.
Yeah.
And something I kind of want to complain about, and I was gonna do it then, but you brought it up now, so I might as well do it now. I don't get why they spaced the bosses out that way, because we're gonna hit the end of the game and we're gonna fight a shit ton of bosses.
Oh, hell yes.
So, I don't get why they didn't space it out more. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, honestly, like, you know that part where we got hit by the virus or whatever?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like right before that, we could have maybe fought the boss we're about to fight, and then, like, as he dies, it'd be like, oh, here's a virus or whatever, and then we'd move on to this part of the game, and then we'd fight another boss, and then move on to endgame. But as it is, it just feels like everything is smushed to, like, the beginning and end of the game. It's paced very oddly.
Yeah.
So
our verdict on this game, it fucking sucks. Anyway,
yes.
let's end the playthrough here.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. It's all good.
See, let's just pause and think about that. I'm sorry for not cutting that out.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Yeah,
You didn't tell
I
me
cut
about
that
that.
one out, see?
Alright. Good stuff.
Yeah. Ada,
Thanks for being a good editor, Rosin.
thank you. So we got more porters in this area, which means we're gonna take out everyone. So we got the 2 passcodes to get Decoy, which is what we need to fight that boss without just getting one-shotted by his stupid lock-on attack.
We will cease battle position. Damage to the surroundings increasing.
People blowing shit up.
Nice. You know, at least like the buildings don't build up to a rank yet or something.
Yeah. No, only experience points,
Yeah.
so... And hey, even then, you can only blow up so many buildings, you can always kill more enemies.
Yeah.
Also, this is a factory, so, like, these buildings barely count, you know?
Millions dead.
No, they're all see, Johnson wants they gotta if they don't have
Millions
the label
dead,
that
Rosin.
they don't have the label that says survivor over it, it don't count. They're all they're all home,
Alright.
which have also been like blown up, but it's fine. Oh, honestly, one thing they kind of gloss over is they bring up the fact that like the reason we couldn't pass like that force field before was because like it was like a microwave, and they're like, oh yeah, all organic life will die if it like goes through it, which is why only like Jehuti could go through it, but not Leo and Salvis or whatever. But doesn't that also imply that literally everyone who was living in that part of the colony just got microwaved to death? Like they're all dead, right?
Yeah. You know, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have shot down the enemy. We will cease.
It's kind of it's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's all good.
You know, it'd be a good thing to have in this game.
What?
The thing they have in every fucking gun. Honestly, anything with people living in space colonies where like an explosion hits the side of the wall and then like,
Oh yeah, what is it? Air sucks you in, I guess.
well, like yeah, air sucks enemies out, but also too, then you cut to the main character going, oh no, if there's another explosion like that, the colony's gonna run out of oxygen or some bullshit. Like everything with space colonies, they do that.
Yeah. That was a good Amuro impression.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume
Hey,
that was
kids.
Amuro.
Damage index exceeding
I don't want to fight the war commander, Bright.
Why did it turn into Goofy? When's Gundam World for Kingdom Hearts 3?
Sora, I don't think we'll ever get the heart of this world as long as these people's soul are held down by gravity.
we will cease.
It's gonna be really weird when like Goofy starts fighting for like Neo Zeon or something.
I really believe in this Minerva woman. Full frontal did nothing wrong.
Holding battle position.
What if that's the plot twist of Kingdom Hearts 3? Like Goofy's just racist.
Oh, I don't know. I like Goofy being full frontal.
That works too.
Yeah.
We have shot down the enemy.
Man, nothing fucked me up more than like... So like, you ever have that thing where you really like a thing and then you learn like, oh hey, the person who wrote this light novel is one of those Japanese like war crime denial people.
Hey, one of my favorite animes this season was basically that. So
Nice.
yeah.
The Gundam Unicorn guy is one of those, and I don't get it because that series is the most opposite thing of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the most
Like-
anti-war things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Shot down an enemy.
I know the dude who composes the Dragon Quest XI music is very,
Oh yeah, Sugiyama.
We have obtained
Well, did you see the thing where, like, he what the fuck am I saying?
temporary electronic vision
He composed the Dragon Quest XI, like, orchestral, like, soundtrack that's used in the Japanese version of the game, and he's like, no, I don't want the English versions of, the game using that.
fight against it.
Like, he just refused to let anyone outside of Japan get that version of the game soundtrack.
Huh.
It's really fucking weird.
Huh. Oh. Huh.
Yeah,
The-
I don't get it.
What the fuck?
I'm assuming it's related to weird hang-ups like that,
Yeah.
because, yeah, again, he's also one of those, oh, Japan did nothing wrong, World War II people, but,
To the surroundings in
yeah,
the battle. We have destroyed our quarter. Vector
what a
trap has been
shame.
released.
Yeah. It's gonna be really weird when Dragon Quest gets a new composer, but you know. Good for them,
Yeah,
actually.
because, like, I really like that dude's stuff, but also,
I know it's like, what is it? How would you say this? It's like pretty integral to like Dragon Quest's like image and stuff.
it'd be like if Toriyama stopped doing the art, you know?
Have obtained the item.
Okay, what if though?
Toriyama stopped doing Dragon Quest art.
Yeah.
Dude, I legit cannot, like, fathom what that series starts to look like instead.
I want Dragon Quest by like Sojima or something.
I was about to say, like, imagine just Amano starts to double down, you know? Like, oh, fuck, I guess I'm doing DQ now, too. Yuji Shinkawa should do Dragon Quest next.
Actually, I'd be down for that.
He can do anything.
Yeah.
Just give the man anything. Okay, so-
Yoji Shinkawa's Ruby.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't focus now. Can't escape from crossing fate. Anyways,
No, we can't.
we're back fighting this asshole. So this time we've come prepared, and we can use our decoy to scam the lock-on technology. Also, he can grab you like that, and it's painful. That time he didn't follow up by like shooting me in the face. He just kind of tossed me, so that's good. But yeah, this dude has some big damage attacks, that's for sure. Oh, one thing I should specify. So after we unlocked the decoy weapon last time around, we had to get all the porters in the area to blow up so that we could actually get ammo for decoy before we charged into this
Oh
fight.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Since you
because
start out
remember
with
you
0 ammo.
you start out with 0. So you only get 5, but also, hey, you only need them for the first form, which we just beat, so...
Ooh, he's getting serious.
Yeah. This thing looks like a Gradius boss, you know?
It basically looks like the Big Viper.
Yeah, hey,
Hey,
I don't know how much you know about Zoe too, but...
I kind of do. Yeah.
Okay,
I know that
okay.
at least. Yeah.
So hey, you want to get to level 5 before this fight, because actually fuck doing this part of the fight without destroying any buildings. It's impossible, I don't care. He charges you, with that, and once again, because it's like orangish yellow, you know that you can't guard that shit. It does a lot of damage. One thing that I like to do is try to alternate between ascending and descending, because he is very slow at changing altitude. Also, all of those white missiles you can just block, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can kind of kite him by, like, circling around, and also those like Saturn orbs or whatever will stun you and get him a free hit if they touch you. You can't block them. But yeah, if you alternate altitudes and you just keep circling around, he has a really tough time hitting you. If you're too close to him, he'll be able to get you though. You saw me just use Mummy there, and you probably saw how fast my health was. increasing, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
This boss
This
is
is-
it's a bit more dynamic than the last one.
Yeah,
That's
for
cool.
sure. And they all luckily are from this point on. This is a wall for a lot of players. They really struggle with this guy. I think a lot of people don't realize you can block his projectiles. Not these lasers though, but these lasers like suck ass and they will never hit you if you just keep moving. So, and hey, still got hit by the missiles.
Yeah. Here at the Rosenbrand channel, we are expert gamers.
Hell yeah!
It's alright.
And
it's alright.
you can't
Rosen.
hit him when he's charging like that too, which
I know you
I
don't
feel
want
like
to be a
that's
gamer,
obvious,
but it's alright, man.
I don't. All I wanted to do was do Let's Reads, but that's highly illegal.
Yeah.
Do you think that exists, actually?
Let's read.
I kind of want to
Yes,
look that up.
maybe.
Yeah.
I
Where
mean-
people just read a book and they're like, oh, fucking stupid asshole, our author, that was a dumb metaphor. We're almost done.
You ever do?
Homing
Oh, go ahead.
Homing laser's very good for this fight. Anyways, what were you saying?
You ever think like people just LP audiobooks?
That would be very confusing.
Yeah. It's like let's listen to.
I can't listen to audiobooks unless I'm just laying in bed and like closing my eyes because I get distracted too easily.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm just so fucking used to podcasts where it's kind of like who gives a shit if you're paying that close of attention, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I should reference. Another reason you want to get to level 5 before this fight. All of the enemies in the game are gone now.
Oh, we did it. We beat the game. Yeah, we saved the colony.
Yeah.
We did it.
He is just like, ah, fuck it, I'm not gonna convince you to murder people.
Thank you, Ada, for understanding.
I almost thought the video was done for a second, then I brought up the timer.
No, we're not done yet.
Okay, so we can finally go to the mountain. But first, let's go back to that park that we just fought that boss in. There's a crate there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What's in
just
it?
pick up some more shit. More
Oh.
mummy.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So I will say that boss fight is the first fight in the game I recommend you start using mummy. Even then, don't use too much. There are many more like stronger boss fights are ahead of us, and don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just contacted the person.
Okay, this is my favorite character in the game.
His name is Thunderheart, one of our colleagues. I'll put you through to him.
Oh, this guy.
Testing. Leo, this is Thunderheart. Can you hear me?
Johnson,
Yeah.
is there a cooler name for a character? I mean, we already had Night Raid,
Elena, are you really sure
but
this kid
Yeah.
can replace Alan?
How the hell do I know?
how about naming your kid Rock Thunderheart?
Report on conditions.
I'm gonna name my son Edge Maverick.
Leo,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
back on Tilia, they declared a state
Sorry.
of emergency and closed every single route to the spaceport.
Nothing is as cool as Edge Maverick, unfortunately.
So it'll be a difficult time for you.
That's a good one.
So, we will put Yehudi
I'm still a big fan of Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
Yeah.
inside ring of the colony. The entrance is near the warehouse.
Speaking of Metal Gear,
You'll have to get there on your own.
But how?
we weren't talking about Metal Gear, we're just playing another Kojima game. Quote-unquote Kojima game.
Under that dam,
Hideo Kojima's Escape from New York.
carrying out Metatron.
This is basically Kojima's escape from Antilia, or whatever the fuck the colony name is.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
So we gotta escape through we gotta give Rock Thunderheart the orbital frame
What are you in? It's
at a
an
warehouse.
orbital frame, isn't it?
I'm not like you guys. Don't think that I'm a killer just like you.
Damn.
What?
I only came here because I was
Damn.
told to give this
Good
to
shit,
you.
Leo.
So hurry up. Come and get it.
Speaking
I've
truth
had
to
enough
power.
of this.
I'm gonna go home after this.
Elena, I can't understand you either.
This is home, and it's gone, Leo.
Understand? Me and Selvis, we all might be killed over
Do you think Sylvise is just like face palming in the back seat?
She's kind of just asleep, I think.
Colleagues had to die.
She's asleep
You don't
during
give
this
a
whole
damn
car
about
ride.
those who died.
Yeah.
You think it goes with the
That's
territory?
enough, you little twerp. Alan was Elena's boyfriend. And my
Plot twist.
Of course we miss him.
What?
I don't care if you're a boy or a complete stranger.
Do you even remember Alan Johnson?
No.
Do you?
Elena at the start of the game was like, "Oh, is Alan there? He was the one who was supposed to pilot the orbital frame." And then Leo was like, "Oh no, everyone's dead." And Elena went, "Oh," and then just continued talking and acted like nothing was super out of the ordinary. She took her boyfriend's death rather well. I have a feeling Alan wasn't shit, you know?
Yeah. Thanks, Alan.
Shoutouts to Alan. We
Alan-
honestly, we need a Zone of the Ender Zero about Alan.
Alan's like green biker dude from X2. If you really think about it. like,
I forgot about Green Biker Dude.
like,
Man, rest in peace, Green Biker Dude. You had a solid 3 seconds of screen time before you blew up. Man, I'm excited for that Mega Man X collection.
me too. Everybody's gonna play X7 in HD.
Our destination.
I'm streaming that shit. I don't give a shit.
Alright.
Okay, thank you for that cutscene, by the way.
Top of the mountain. It appears to be armed with particle projection cannon. To approach the dam from the air is almost suicide. There's nowhere to hide.
Then what should I do?
There is a rainwater gully, like a riverbed, on the slope.
Are you ready for
I
the
suggest you
the
fly
final
along the gully up to the
area?
top of the mountain.
No, I'm
Go
not.
along the gully. I see.
I'm not really ready.
So there's only this mountain is the only other area in the game where there are enemies.
Oh shit.